Hello students. In today's lecture, I'm going to talk about verbs and basically finite and non-finite verbs. Okay, so the topic of today's discussion is non-finite verbs, basically. So, what is finite verb and what is non-finite verb? So we begin with the example. There is a sentence. He tries hard to succeed. Okay. Again, I try hard to succeed. And third sentence, you tried hard to succeed. And fourth sentence, he's trying hard to succeed. So okay, so in these sentences we have we have used two kinds of verbs. Okay, one verb is try and the second verb is succeed. So we can notice one thing, that the verb try gets changed, okay, as per the subject and the tense in which it is used. On the other hand, the verb succeed, which is here, to succeed, okay, in each sentence. So this remains the same throughout. So what do we infer from these examples, these sentences? That a verb, that is the verb that gets changed, or a verb which changes its form as per or according to the subject. Subject means the number person of the subject and the time and tense. So it is finite verb. Okay, a finite verb means a verb that is limited, or a word that is restricted by the subject and the time or the tense in which it is used. Okay, on the other hand, in the verb in this sentence, to succeed, so that remains the same. It means a verb that doesn't change its forms, okay, according to the subject and the tense, and it can play the function of some other part of speech as well. So this is non-finite. So in the above sentences, in these sentences, we can see the word to succeed. Okay, so it function, the verb to succeed here functions as an object to the verb try. Okay, and we know that object can be the noun. Okay, so here the verb to succeed is functioning as a noun, though it is basically a verb, but in this very sentence it functions as a noun. Okay, that is an object to the verb try. So what do we infer? That a non-finite verb is a verb that doesn't change its forms according to the subject and tense, and the other thing is that it can function the role of other part of speech. For example, in the above sentences, it's playing the role of a noun. Okay, so this is a finite verb and non-finite. Now we move to the different types of non-finites we have in English language. So friends, we have three kinds or three types of non-finite verbs. Okay, and these are infinitives, participles, and gerund. So when we go through the details about these three different types of non finite verbs, we have to keep two things in mind. Okay, the one thing is how do a particular type, we can say, looks like. Okay, how can we identify that this is gerund, this is infinitive, and this is participle? So first is its identification, okay, its form, and the second is the role or the additional function they can play in some sentence. Okay, so besides being a verb, because they are basically verbs, so they can play the role of a verb, but besides verb they can play other parts of speech. For example, we have seen the verb to succeed playing as an object or a noun. Okay, so two things we have to keep in mind. First, we begin with infinitives. So infinitives, the first type of these non-finite verbs. Infinitives means the very first form of the verb, or the base form. This is infinitives. Okay, and infinitives might be in two different ways. One is to infinitive, to plus base form, to plus first form, that we have seen in the above examples. To succeed, to plus first form succeed, or it might be without to. Okay, only first form, that is only base form, that is known as bare infinitives. So to infinitive and bare infinitive. So infinitives are the base form of verb or the first form of verb. Okay, and this is the their form which we have to keep in our mind, and they can function as a noun. Okay, so infinitives are the first form of verb and they can function as noun in this sentence. So dear friends, we should also be very you can say, we should also keep it in our mind that a noun can be the subject of a verb, okay, the object of a verb, and the complement, and it can be the object of a preposition. So these are the different roles, these are different functions a noun can play in any sentence. So no, infinitives can be the subject, the object, and the complement. For example, we have seen in the sentence, he tries hard to succeed. Okay, in this sentence, to succeed is functioning as an object of the verb try. We have other example, to err is human. Okay, to find faults with others is easy. So to find faults with others is easy. So here, to find faults, to find, the verb to find, to infinitive, is functioning as the subject. Okay, so infinitives are base form of verbs functioning as noun. Okay, friends. The next type, or the second type of non-finite verbs, is participle. Okay, so participle. So we have three participles in English language: present participle, past participle, and perfect participles. Okay, so participle are the verbs, okay, that can function as an adjective. Okay, we have three different participle: present participle, and what is its form? How can we identify it? The first form plus ing. Okay, we have seen the base form, that is or suffix added with the suffix ing. Okay, for example, we have the word barking. Example, we have barking dog. So when first form plus ing, okay, this is present participle and it functions as an adjective. So we know what is an adjective. Adjective is a modifier or a qualifier or qualifying word. So adjective is a word that qualifies a noun. Okay, so when in any sentence we find the first form plus ing form, means present participle qualifying a noun. Okay, so this is participle, present participle, and it gives the sense of continuity of the very action. Next, the second is past participle. Past participle, that is the ed form or the third form of the sentence, we can say. Okay, and okay, it gives the sense of completion. Okay, for example, we have a retired teacher, a teacher who has been retired. So the third form, retired, okay, functioning as adjective. Retired teacher, teacher is a noun, and here the word retired is qualifying the noun teacher. Okay, so past participle. And the third is perfect participle. Perfect participle is typically used, we can say, uh, uh, in a sense which conveys that one action has been completed and the next is resumed, or the next is followed. Okay, so when for showing the completion of the one task, okay, we use this past perfect participle. For example, having attended the class, the students went to the canteen for refreshment. Okay, so having attended the class, here having attended, having plus third form, here it is perfect participle, is qualifying the whole sentence. Okay, giving the sense of some time, the action of the time of an earlier action. So these are participles. We have three participles. Okay, please be very clear about them. Participles we function as adjective. Okay, and we have three types: present participle, that gives a sense of continuity. Okay, for example, we have example, barking dogs, the burning train. Okay, so first form plus ing form, then past participle third form, you can say, or ed form, that also function as adjective, and then perfect participle having plus third form. So this is participle. The next part of the next non-finite we have, that is gerund. Okay, so gerund, what is gerund? Gerund is a non-finite verb that functions as a noun. And how does it look like? So it is verb present form, means first form plus ing, first form, base form plus ing. Okay, and now there might be some confusion that in the above type participle we have seen first form plus ing, and in gerund we have seen the same thing. That is also verb first form plus ing. But the difference is present participle functions as an adjective, and on the other hand, gerund, that is also a first form plus ing in its form, but it functions as a noun. And we know a noun can be the subject of a verb, an object of the verb, an object of the preposition, and a complement. So we can differentiate a present participle from a gerund very easily. When first form plus ing functions as an adjective, it is present participle, and when the very same form, means first form plus ing, functions as a noun, then it's a gerund. For example, we have sentences: swimming is a good exercise. Here the word swimming, swim plus ing with suffix ing, swimming, here functioning as the subject of the verb is. Okay, it might be the object, like I like reading books. So here reading is an object to the verb like. So these are three different types of non-finite verbs. So dear friends, please keep two things in mind: that a non-finite verb is a verb that doesn't change its forms, means it remains the same. Okay, it doesn't get inflected because of the subject of the verb. Okay, subject means the number of the subject, whether the subject is singular or plural, or person of the subject, whether it is in personal first person pronoun, second person pronoun, third person pronoun. And also it doesn't get inflected because of the tense in which the verb is used. So finite verb gets changed and non-finite verb doesn't get changed. And we also can understand that non-finite verbs can function the role, or can play as some different parts of which basically we have seen that they are playing the role of adjectives and nouns. Okay, so we have three types: infinitives, participles, and gerund. Infinitives can function as noun basically, and participle can function as adjective, and gerund can function as a noun. Okay, so these are three types of non-finite verbs. So dear friends, thanks a lot. I hope you understand the very concept. Please go through your books and practice the very thing. Okay, take it. Bye.